Hello. Hello. I know it's dark. Oh, it's not as dark anymore. But I just got off of a live, and boy, oh boy, did I learn some things this evening. Just getting off the live. Yep. So I'm so grateful that I was able to go live. And because it was like it was really an informative live, and I learned quite a few things from that live. I know everyone is sleeping. I'm still up. Don't know why I'm still up. Have to get up with my baby boy in a little while and on to the school bus. But I just wanted to test out my app, my going live, because sometimes I'm new to YouTube. I'm new to YouTube as far as excuse me. I'm new to YouTube as far as getting my own channel. Well, no, I had my own channel, but as far as wow, I had my own channel since 2012 actually. But I'm just starting to put content on my channel, and so it's been 3 weeks. It'll be 4 weeks. It'll be almost a month, and what I knew before I started was how to make content. I did, well, not make content, but it's really not that hard to make content. But what I learned was more about just doing like the making videos, but I didn't learn much about like the lives, and plus they just changed some rules to this anyway. So because they changed the rules, it was hard to go live. So like I said, I was just in a live, and I learned in that live. Hello, Ren's Exquisite Braids. How are you? I learned how to go live through the app on my phone, because I could live stream through my laptop, but I couldn't do it on my cell phone. And sometimes when I'm out, I might want to go live, but so now I can. So I'm pretty psyched about that, and yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that. So I learned how to make a playlist also, so that was good. And so I learned quite a bit this evening, although it's late. I still learned quite a bit. So I feel a little accomplished this evening. Well, this morning. So, but I'm going to get ready to take it down. Much, Ren, for joining my live. I do appreciate you. And Hopefully I'll be able to go live again today. Oh, how old is the baby? My son usually gets up. Oh, you have a little baby. Oh, she gets up every night around this time, or she? Because I know sometimes kids do. My son is 8, but sometimes he gets up, well, and leaves his room, and he'll come to my room, get in my bed, and or he'll go with my daughter. Oh, okay. She may be up for a few more hours, and then she'll be crashing before the sun comes up. She'll be crashing before the sun comes up when everybody's getting up. Oh, I know. I remember when my son was young, he really did not sleep at all during the night. That when he was about that age, oh my goodness. I don't think I started sleeping all night long until he was about 4 or 5 years old, because he used to get up during the night too. So I know that feeling. I remember that feeling. And even sometimes now he gets up during the night because he has something called night terrors. And sometimes I have to get up with him. Well, we can hear him get up at night to go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. If you can catch him, because he sleepwalks, and he'll get up and he'll go to the bathroom, but he might go into the hallway, and he might just try to go to the bathroom in the hallway, or, and one night, this was a few years ago. He's 8 now, so yeah, this was a few years ago. And I was laying in my bed sleeping in this bed, and he came in here. Oh, is she? Oh, she telling you stories? Oh, how cute is that? That is too cute. Oh, but yeah, my son, I was laying in here, and he came in here, and he went to the bathroom on me while I was sleeping. And I couldn't believe it. So we had to catch him, because if we don't, he'll go like in a corner. So my daughter usually catches him at night when he's up going to the bathroom. And she'll grab him before he goes anywhere else and take him into the bathroom so he can go. But the weird thing is, he's still sleeping the whole time he is going to the bathroom. He's still asleep the whole time. And so that's the only thing. I'm like, so sometimes, well, he doesn't really stay the night out anywhere. He stays with my son, my oldest son. He stays at his house, but he doesn't go to his other siblings' houses. Because I never want my baby to go anywhere. But he does go to my oldest son's house, but he doesn't do that there. But I'm telling you, that is something, the first thing I've ever... Yes, he still does it. Every night he gets up to go to the bathroom. He hasn't peed on anyone or on anything, but he still gets up at night. And my daughter usually catches him now, and before he goes in the hallway, and I remember we were all downstairs. It was late at night. Now it was probably having like a gathering or something, but the kids were up here sleeping, and he got up out of his bed and came downstairs in the living room, and he was going to go in the corner, and I'm like, wow. So that's what I have to watch out for, and it still happens till this day. But thank God he doesn't go anywhere. We catch him before he actually goes somewhere. And but he sleep the whole time. My daughter, she fusses at him, but I said, and then he might start crying. So, but he is asleep the whole time. This is all going on, and he doesn't remember anything the next day. Nope, he doesn't remember anything. So that's one thing I'm dealing with. I have 6 children, and I have never had to deal with anything close to that. Raising my other 5 children. So that is just something new for me. So, with that, but other than that, I mean, he's a good kid, you know. Exactly. Not everyone will be. You're right. And that's why I don't let him go anywhere. But when he goes to my son's house, he doesn't usually have that issue there. With at my son's, he never had that issue. They never had to get up and chase him and watch out for him. But of course, he's not home, so they've never had an episode or they've never told me about anything. So I'm glad for that, but I don't let him go often. I try to keep him with me most of the time because of that, because you're right. Because I don't know if I would keep anybody else's child, to be honest, if they went through that, because, I wouldn't know what to do. But with your own child, it's just different. So I try to be respectful of the situation and keep him home. But he's never had that issue with anyone. He's been spent the night with my mom so many times. And he's never had an issue with anywhere but here. I don't know why, but just here. So, everyone is sleeping. Not really, because he's more laid back. He goes to school, but he does run around and play a lot, during recess. But for the most part, at home, he doesn't run around and play a lot. So he loves electronics. Right now, he's not allowed to play electronics, but that would be his biggest thing. But like, he'll sit down and he'll play board games and stuff, during the day. Watch a little TV, but no, he doesn't really play hard. So he's just, but he likes to play. Sometimes when my son comes over, he'll wrestle with him because he's 25, but he's short. So he plays with him a lot now when he's bored, because he doesn't have his electronics right now to play with, because I want him to focus more on his education than his electronics. So he doesn't get to play during the week or either on the weekends right now. I told him maybe when the summer comes, he can play with his electronics, because then he won't have to go to school. So, but he's a really good kid. I don't have any issues besides the electronics, but now that's not an issue because he doesn't get to play them during the week. So I do more interacting with him during during the week now because for some reason those electronics are so addictive. Um, I mean, of course they are because I really like my phone, but I'm not on it as much. When I say that, it's not for talking, for just like playing my little games or whatever I play. But I'm doing more. Yes, I have. All of the children are actually grown except for him. He's 8. And then the next one, she's 19. She'll be 20. He just turned 8. And then it's the 25-year-old after her. I'm sorry, that came before her. And then before him, it was my oldest daughter. She is 28. And then I have, before her was my son. He is 20. I'm sorry, he's 30. He's 30, and my oldest son is 31. He'll be 32. Now, my 30-year-old just turned 30. He just turned 30. And my 28-year-old, she just turned 28. So, but my 31-year-old will be 32 this year. And, yep. So, yeah, they're a lot older than he is. And he has other siblings, but they're all grown. He has, I have to make sure I get this right. He has 8 siblings. He has 4 brothers and he has 4 sisters. So, he has a lot of siblings. And a lot of nieces and nephews. Some of them he's older than, and some of them he's not. Wait a minute. He's up. Okay. He's up. I see his room light on. So I'm on the move. Are you okay? Are you okay? Is your nose bleeding? Oh, are you okay? Okay. You have to go to the bathroom? All right. Go ahead. Yeah, he's up. See, he gets up at least once during the night. And he's fine. He doesn't really like to sleep. Yes, he doesn't really like to sleep with the light off in his room. So most of the time, he'll sleep with the light on, and if we cut it off, he'll notice and he'll get up and turn it back on. So sometimes I'll leave the television on, and I'll let it run. But that's pretty expensive, to run it all night. So half of the times he sleeps with either myself or my daughter, you know. But I try not to let him sleep in my bed because I enjoy sleeping alone. Yeah, I enjoy sleeping alone. Because my husband is deceased. It's been a year. It's been a year. And almost a half since my husband's been gone. So, it's just us. Oh, does she? I had a night light for him, but he took the night light out, so I just never put it back in because I don't want him to keep taking it in and out of the socket. So for the most part, are you okay? Okay, I'm gonna, and I have a couple of those. I have a couple of timer switches actually. You coming to leave with me? All right, give me 1 minute. Let me get this computer. I'm sorry. I am actually running. I'm actually running Ocean's playlist right now. That's what I'm doing while I'm talking. But that'll run even when I go to sleep. That'll be running. All right. Go ahead and lay down, son. I did have my phone on the charger. Wait a minute. And I had my. Okay, here it is. All right. Go ahead. Yeah, my. Yeah, so I have a company. See, this is what he does. He does this every night. He never stays in his room all night. When he does stay in his room all night, I'm like, wow, okay. But most of the time, he comes in my room, or he'll go to my daughter's room, and sometimes I'll be like, you have to sleep in your own room. You can't sleep in our bed. But he doesn't. He doesn't listen. But sometimes if he falls asleep, we'll put him back in his bed. So I don't have to worry about, um, you know, because sometimes at night his nose bleeds just out of the blue, and then he messes up my good sheets and my good comforter. So I can't really dress my bed up pretty like I want to because I don't want him to mess up my sheets and my blankets. So I have all my nice comforter and bedding put away until, because I never know when his nose is going to start bleeding. So I just take and wait. So I wanted to dress my bed up so pretty, but I just never know when he's going to get up and come in my room at night. Oh, really? How many kids do you have? Excuse me. Are you going to watch this movie? Are you hot? I'm so glad the weather's been so nice because I can't stand that gas heat. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad the weather has been like really nice because that gas heat makes me sick. Is your 8-year-old a boy or girl? Oh, you have two girls. An 8-year-old. Oh, okay, those are your only two. God bless you. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania. Oh. Do you want to have a boy one day? Are you gonna have a boy one day? Or are you gonna try for a boy one day? I know, oh, okay. You where I wanna come. I wanna go to I want to move either to Maryland or Atlanta. I really do. But I don't know. I'm not sure which one. But I know it has to be nice in Maryland. But the weather has been so nice this week, and I'm just enjoying it. And well, we didn't really have a cold winter here anyway. The winter has really not been a winter. We had a little bit of the cold in the beginning, but we had no snow. We did have some light snow, but nothing that's nothing that stick, nothing stuck and built built up. None of that stuck or built up, and I was kind of sad about that because I wanted snow. So now the weather is so beautiful here, and but most of the winter I didn't have my um, heat on anyway because, like I said, his nose bleeds and then he gets hot. He gets overheated like I do. So us and heat just don't get along at all. So we just try not to use it. And but it did save on my heating bill all winter. That's for sure. It definitely saved on my heating bill. But hmm but I'm gonna yeah. But thank you so much for coming into my live. This is like my first real live. I know it's so late at night, but I gotta pick like yes. Oh, that's wonderful. I know you don't care what it is, but having a son is so different. So I'm praying that you get to experience that, having boy and girl, just to see how different it is, and raising a boy and a girl. But I love them all the same. No matter how old they are, they're still my babies. So, and they are. I have the sweetest children. I can't even complain because they are like the sweetest. They are really like the sweetest. So, and my baby boy, my baby girl are really like the sweetest, and they are so quiet. Especially my baby boy, he is really quiet. He's coming more out of his shell. That's another reason why I wanted to start my channel, because I started vlogging with him. And excuse me, babe, let me get the remote. Sit up for 1 minute. I had started vlogging with him, and he would actually talk with the camera, and just to see him just come out of his shell. Oops, sorry. See him come out of his shell. I don't know. Made me just want to share it with everyone because he's just so sweet, and I just wanted to share it. So he hasn't done it in a while, so he's still a little shy, but he kind of picked up the camera today while we were out and I was vlogging, and he was talking, you know, a little bit. But he had really started when I was doing it before I actually started putting up videos on my channel. He had actually really started, and he would just take my phone and he would prop it up and turn the video recording on, and he would just play, and then he would go to the camera and he would talk to the camera, you know, just vlogging. And it was just like, yes. And I think that's what my issue was with him sleeping in my bed. It's like, oh my goodness, I wake up in pain. So my daughter, she feels sorry for me. So she tries to not let him um, fall asleep in my bed because I wake up in so much pain because I have to sleep a certain way because he's in the bed with me. And when you sleep alone, you know, I'm used to, well, when I'm sleeping alone, I'm used to sleeping like in a way that's comfortable for me. So I know, I know, I understand you. I understand. And that's a big part of me. Not wanting him to sleep in my bed, but I still let him sleep in here. Because he's my baby and they grow so big so fast. So I'm trying to just, I'm trying to just take in. Yeah. Like that is my favorite name. Really? Yeah. Yes, he's been on there a little bit. I don't put him on there a lot because when you put the kids on, if like, well, he wants to have his own channel. So what I'm going to do is give him his own videos. Let him do his own videos on there. Because what they do now, because of the changing the rules, they turn off, when it's the kids' videos, they turn off the comments. So you can't comment, and they turn off the ads, you know, because it's certain things that children shouldn't see, you know, that's not age appropriate. Those ads are not age appropriate for the children, some of them. So they turn off the ads and they turn off the comments so that, you know, pedophiles and stuff won't come in and start talking to your children, you know. So, he said he wanted to do a video. So I said I'll let him do his own video. So this is why I don't put him in all of my videos because of the guidelines. And I want to be able to, you know, have people to come in and comment on the videos, you know. But so that's why I'm gonna let him do his by himself, his own videos. That way the comments are automatically cut off. And then I incorporated, it's a couple of videos on there with us together, you know. But I think with those, the comments are cut off. But I think sometimes they cut them off, and then sometimes YouTube turns them on. So I'm not sure, because sometimes they're off. But I know one of them with him by himself, I think my first video I put up was his birthday video. I think they definitely turned the comments off on that one. I'm not sure, but they turn them on and turn them off. So that I have no control over. But I know I have a choice to make sure that they turned off. So what it is they ask you when you upload the video if this is appropriate for children, if your video is made for children. If you tell them yes, your video is made for children, then they will definitely turn the comments off. So I did put one video up there, and I said it was made. I checked yes, that was made for children. Although all of my videos are appropriate for children, but it's not, you know, really child friendly, you know. So I'll let him do his videos by himself. and then I'll have mine to myself. But mine are like challenges, and that's what we do. Like I do with my children and my family, you know. And then some of mine are like shopping, a day of shopping, grocery shopping, or doing laundry, stuff like that, you know. But I'm going to let him do his own videos by himself, you know. So that um, I like the option of not having of him. Well, he tried to, I think he wanted to do his own channel. And I told him that he is not allowed to even try to upload a video on YouTube without my permission. So, because, hey, how are you? A wild cowboy? I'm just up here just talking Ren's ear off. I'm just talking her ear off. But yeah, when I put up the content that I put up on my channel, it's like only 10 minutes long. I don't want to run. I don't want to run them too much. I mean, make them too long for people. That'd be too long for people to want to watch. So, but I'm just starting out. It's only been 3 weeks, almost a month. But I'm having fun creating content, and I'm having fun doing the editing and everything, you know. It's just fun. It's really fun. But I mainly wanted to start it for him. So, yep. But you still doing that, a wild boy. What you still doing up? Oh, you just bored? I think they're gonna be closing the schools here, and ran. I think they're gonna be closing schools here and cleaning up for. Well, they had started cleaning up and disinfecting the schools really good for that coronavirus. So I'm hoping that they don't close down my son's school until after, until during spring break, which is next month. So, but we don't have any control of that. So I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see. Because they really don't want the kids to be out of school, but they have to wait and see what the school district says. So, but yeah. Did the baby go back to sleep yet, Ren? I can't imagine a wild boy. That's what they're doing that all over the world because I think it's mandatory from the CDC um, to make sure that the schools are truly disinfected. So I'm I'm happy that they're doing it, and just keeping the kids, trying to keep the kids safe and making sure that they keep their hands washed during the day and things of that nature because I wanted to send some hand sanitizer, but usually like we give that during the school year. They ask for hand sanitizer so that it'll last throughout the school year. No, they didn't, Ren. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope she feels better. I know the kids don't know any better. They don't know any better. But yeah, they sent the note home to my son. They sure can't. They try to blame him for everything that's going on. They sure can't. Oh, she don't want to go to sleep. She not ready to sleep yet. Oh, but no, they can't blame Obama for that one. They try to blame Obama for everything, and he's nowhere near. But but they say that he has now when the people come in from Korea, Japan, and China and Israel, they have to be quarantined for 14 hours before. I'm sorry, for 14 days. They have to be quarantined for 14 days when they come back from over there to here. They have to be quarantined for 14 days and tested and everything. They can't be out with people. I'm like, wow, they are really not playing with this coronavirus. Yeah, they are really not playing. So, oh, the baby doesn't want to go to sleep. She like, nope, not yet, mommy. And mommy is tired. She ready to go to sleep. Oh, yeah, I'll be glad when this coronavirus passes. But I think as soon as it passes, they going to send something else. But I think that they sent it here on purpose. It's sad to say, but they don't care either. But they said it's you think so? I don't know. But they have a lot of people are as many people are not dying from it. They're curing people. They do have a cure for it, thank God. Yes, that's the best thing to do, Ren, is to let her stay home. I know because when they sent down the note home with my son the other day, and that's why the letter, everything that I'm telling you about the virus and stuff was on the letter and about how they're going to go about cleaning the schools, and how they may have to shut it down. All that was in the letter. But they also said in the letter that if your child is coughing, do not send them to school. And if they see any signs of your kid coughing or anything in school, that they have to go home immediately. And also the teachers, if the teachers come and talk they're coughing, and they see any signs of coughing or anything, they have to immediately leave the school also. So they're not playing with this virus. And that's what they're doing. They're using all preventive measures. So my son had a little cough, but he has asthma. But sometimes he'll get a little mucus, and he has a little cough. But his is like more congestion than anything. But um, he takes his medicine, and he's fine. So, but they're definitely taking preventive precautions for this corona. That's why I said a while, boy. I just think it's all a setup. I, everything that comes here, I always think it's the government. It's the government. It's all a setup, because I understand them not wanting the the reporters and stuff coming into the room. I can understand that part, but you're right. Why would they cancel the rest of the season because of that? You know, that didn't make any sense. Unless it'll be harder for them, you know, to play without all of that. And I don't know, but a lot of stuff don't make sense when it comes to. I just think the government is just setting everything up. That's just my theory. Because especially when it's like no common sense to it. I really always think it's just the government. It's just a setup. So, yes, the government is very shiesty, honey. Very, very shiesty. And I do not trust them at all. I'm not messing with them. As long as I ain't messing with them, as long as they don't mess with me. That's why I can't understand that young couple that's getting ready to do all this time with the feds. I don't understand how anybody could mess with the government, but I don't understand how they can mess with the government and just go and fraud the government like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know, because I think even though they don't want the reporters and stuff around, that's the reporters, that's their job, and they're going to try to get in any way possible to get any kind of footage you need. I just think it would be such a big thing with it, and that's why they just was like, we'll just cancel the game. We'll just cancel the game, so we won't have to worry about all the extra. But no, it's not worth it. It wasn't going to be worth it at all. But they was definitely going to keep them safe. That's for sure. But I will be glad when this thing is passed and it lifts. I really do. But I don't mess with the government. The government has too much power. And you just don't mess with the government. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta get up for school in the morning. I don't even know what time it is, but you have to get up for school. What time is it? Look on the cell phone over there. On the cell phone. See what time it is. Yeah, you need to go to sleep. Ren, is the baby still crying? What will be back in the winter? A wild boy? The virus? Oh my goodness.
Welcome to America. I am using the language English. Ready? Whoa, let's check it out.
This virus comes and goes?
Lights, camera, action, huh, Scoop?
Now that you're a young adult,
I know that's right.
learn to fashion.
We cannot take any chances.
Interaction between young people is polite and casual.
Hey, sorry, bro. I will crush your bones into dust.
Let's see how the situation should be handled. Remember,
And people are wearing
language
face masks and stuff, but they said that's not safe.
Sorry, bro. No big whoop, dog.
Is she? Oh.
True that. I'm up to stizz up on all problems.
Yeah, they said it's not safe to wear a face mask because when you're trying to adjust it over your mouth and your nose, you could be giving yourself the virus, putting your hands in your face and all that. So they said it's not safe to wear a mask with the virus or to try to prevent from getting the virus. They said it's not safe. But I could see that as being true because when I come in the house, I must run and wash my hands or I feel completely dirty. I have to, you know. And it's not just because of the virus, but that's just the way I feel. I've always felt like, You think so? Oh, wow, boy. They saying if you take and touch, like, adjust a mask and you could be putting it in your face or putting it in your mouth.
Are you challenging me?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Run. That's why I said the government is something, honey. The government is something else. They know exactly what's going on, but they're not going to release everything. And they never do. They never release everything. I can't believe they know it's coming back in the winter. I guess it's going to be around like the flu, huh?
I'm not stopping till you're first, Snow.
I guess like the flu season is going to be Corona season. You all right?
we're here.
I guess like the flu season is going to be Corona season. That's crazy. That's the government for you. Hmm. That's the government. Most definitely. I can't with them. I just can't. Mm-mm. It was something else that I think they made that was made for population control. It was something different last year. What was it last year? Wasn't it was something different last year? And I said the same thing. Oh wow, boy! I said they made that for population control. I forget what it was last year, but it was something else different last year. I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't think of what it was, but I remember being at work and having this conversation. I do remember that. Um, but I can't remember what it was that they were trying to control the population. And I don't think it was their their airplane that went down of all those people that they never found. The airplane that went down in the water. Um, they had to be like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. And they never found those people yet. Mm-mm-mm. Was it influenza last year? You're right, because a lot of people was dying from the flu last year. You are so right. Now I do remember. Hmm. A lot of people was dying from the flu. But what a lot of people don't know about the flu is, about the flu shots, is they put the flu inside of your body. When they give you the flu shot, they're putting the flu inside of your body. And to see if if your body is going to fight it off. But if your body can't fight it off, that's when you get sick and die. And so I don't get the flu. My son, he got a couple of shots, but after I really found out, I'm like, oh no, we're not doing the flu shot anymore. So we don't do the flu shot anymore. And we are just fine. A wild boy, you get the flu shots? Yes, Rance, I remember that. Oh my goodness. Ebola. It's it's always something. It's always something. That's where it was worse. That's where they. Mm-mm. That's why I said the government. I know that's right. A wild boy. I'm not messing with it. I said no, thank you. No, thank you. That's that. You put it in me, and they want to. It's like with the flu shot. It's like they're experimenting with you. So they put it in you to see if your body Or God forbid your body don't fight it off, you know, and it gets worse, you know. You don't survive from it. So, nah. It's like a gamble with your life. No. Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Now listen up. There's absolutely no such thing.
Ren, the oldest baby, she went to sleep. She went back to sleep. I know my son's sitting up here watching TV, and he has school in a few hours. He has to be up. I usually get him up at 5, because it takes him a while to wake up. So I usually get him up at 5. So it was so nice talking to you guys. Thank you so much for coming into my live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go live later on in the day. Lights out so he can get a few hours of sleep. So he can go to school in the morning. And hopefully, Ren, I'll chat with you tomorrow. I hope the babies let you get a little rest. Yes. All right, good night, guys. And thanks again.